Boa noite, Jonathan. Muito obrigada por ter aceitado o nosso convite para estar aqui com a gente. O seu livro já é um best-seller no Brasil, já tinha fila de espera por ele antes mesmo dele ser lançado. E eu queria começar pelo começo. Como foi que você detectou que entre crianças e jovens nascidos depois de 1995 se aí configurou uma espécie de epidemia de ansiedade, de problemas de saúde mental e até de casos mais graves como suicídio, sobretudo por um advento que surgiu nos anos 2010?
Well, first, let me say it's a real pleasure to learn that my book is doing well in Brazil and to be speaking with you today. I have a special tie to Brazil in that I did my dissertation research there in 1989. I spent 2 months in Brazil working with professors in Porto Alegre and in Recife. I love the country, and I'm looking forward. I will be visiting at some point in May or April, something like that. So to your question, we first detected it because I'm a college professor, and all of a sudden in 2014, the students coming in were much more depressed and anxious, fragile, easily offended, easily upset. We'd never seen anything like it. Now, with mental health statistics, it often takes a couple of years between when things are measured and when we academics know about the results. So it wasn't until 2017 that we began to see graphs of especially anxiety and depression. They were very stable. The levels were very stable from the late 1990s all the way through 2010, 2011. There's no sign of a problem. And then all of a sudden, 2012, 2013, all the numbers go shooting up like a hockey stick. So it was clear in our classrooms, it was clear in these large data sets, and we started everyone working with kids started saying, what's going on? Why are they so fragile?
E aí, o que vocês detectaram era que o problema principal era com o advento dos celulares com câmeras frontais e acesso às redes sociais, é isso?
Well, it took a while to figure out the story. And the key was once we discovered that it wasn't just happening in the US, it was happening identically in all the English-speaking countries. Certainly in Britain, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. It was happening in Scandinavia. It wasn't happening in Eastern Europe so much. So it's not every single country, but it seems to be most countries. And since it happened globally, you can't just point to like something in the United States. You have to look for a global cause. And so basically either it's the change in childhood that happened in the early 2010s, or somebody released a chemical somewhere, in most parts of the world in 2011 that suddenly made young people depressed. And I don't think that's what happened. So yes, it's the book, The Anxious Generation, tells the story of the great rewiring of childhood from a play-based childhood, which is what we used to have, at least in the United States when I was growing up, to a phone-based childhood. Kids don't go out and play very much. They're not allowed to. We think it's too dangerous, so we keep them on their phones all the time, and we think that's safe, but it's not safe. So that's, I think, what the cause of this international epidemic is.